Hey everybody, I'm gonna let a few people come in. I should have bookmarked where I last left, but I don't think I did. Oh, I did bookmark it. Okay, we're on page 27. Let me get some water. Let me let a few people come in. Y'all see my plant effect? Is it cute? It really looks quite dead. Quite dead. I'm waiting for at least like one person to come in here so I don't have to repeat myself on why I'm doing what I'm doing. Um I have patience, but like I just don't want to repeat this disclaimer. So let me at least get one person in here and then I'll say the disclaimer. And then I'll start. Meanwhile, hope y'all's day been good. My day's been fantastic. I really love this shirt. I'm just feeling my vibe today. I love it. Okay, if we hit the 3-minute mark, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. And then everybody's just gonna have to replay from the beginning. But I'm gonna explain myself at 3 minutes. Okay, hey, okay. Start before. So we got one person. Basically, I am here. Hi. Hi. I am here to read Alice in Wonderland and basically just improve my speech. And the best way to improve your speech is to read out loud. Where are you from? I'm from Maryland. But that's besides the point. Let's get into Alice in Wonderland. You have to think about London. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland the movie? Has anybody? If you haven't, with Johnny Depp, what are you doing? Go watch it right now. Actually, turn this off and go watch it right now. Thank you for my hair. You like my hair? Thank you. You love this book? Exactly. And then, if you're really a scholar, you're going to go read the book first. And then you're going to go watch the movie. Okay? But I'm on page 27. So lock in. Okay. You're going to have to go back to the other episodes that I posted if you're confused where I'm at. My name is Kayla. Okay. Does everyone know? So let me, you know how the episodes, like they do a little recap. Let me do a little recap. So basically right now, Alice is at a very elegant party. This party she just discovered from the twins that like spread gossip to everybody. She blackmailed them to tell her what's the secret. Apparently this party was created purposely so Hamish is the king's son, so Hamish can propose to her. She just figured out, so she's like, what? I'm at a party that I didn't even want to be at, and Hamish is gonna propose to me. Mind you, Hamish is like an arrogant, stuck up London dude. And if you watch Alice in Wonderland, Alice is like the complete opposite of that. She's in her head. She's daydreaming. She's always in another realm. It feels like you can't grasp where she's at. So you can see how that can be kind of controversial. Anyways, let's get into it. So she's talking to the twins right now. Does everyone know? She asks. It's why they've all came. Margaret said brightly, "This is your engagement party. Hamish will ask you under the gazebo." Margaret looked as if she couldn't imagine anything more thrilling. "When you say yes," Alice interrupted her, "but I don't know if I want to marry him." Margaret's face was disbelieving. "Who then? You won't do better than a lord." They both looked over at Hamish, who was standing on the outskirts of the party muttering to himself, rehearsing his proposal, and Alice realized, as they watched, he blew his nose vigorously and studied the content on his handkerchief. So he just blew into his tissue and then looked at it. He nasty. Then folded it and put it back in his pocket. Alice shuddered. "You'll soon be 20, Alice," Margaret said in a non-nonsense voice. She patted Alice's pale cheek. "That pretty face won't last forever. You don't want to end up like Aunt Imogen." She nodded at their middle-aged aunt, who was cramming small sweet cakes into her mouth. Imogen's cheeks were covered in thick layers of rogue, and her yellowing white dress was in a style much too young for her. Margaret turned Alice around to face her. "And you don't want to be burden on your mother, do you?" Alice looked down. "No," she said quietly. "So you will marry Hamish," Margaret said, satisfied. "You will be as happy as I am with Lowell, and your life will be perfect. It's already decided." Alice felt as if she were suffocating. The weight of everyone watching her, knowing she had no choice, pressed down on her. Would this have happened if father was still alive? Surely she would never have made her marry Hamish. But he was gone, and there was nothing Alice could do about it. She had to marry Hamish. It's already decided. She was trapped. Chapter 2. Okay, let's see what y'all been saying. "You think I have good grammar? Thank you. I really can't spell. I really can't pronounce things. So I am flattered that you think that." Chapter 2. Lady Ascot suddenly loomed in front of Alice. Her sharp face leaned down, her features pinched. "Alice, dear," she said smoothly, "shall we take a leisure stroll through the garden? Just you and me?" She seized Alice's elbow and propelled her away from Margaret. Alice cast a pleading look back over her shoulder, but Margaret only smiled and waved. Her face seemed to say, "That's your future mother-in-law. You better get used to it." Alice was out of breath by the time they entered the maze of rose gardens. Pink, red, white roses bloomed all around her, filling the air with their sweet perfume. Lady Ascot kept them moving at a fast clip, and Alice wondered what the hurry was. Her long blonde hair was coming unpinned. She thought of how Hamish would disapprove and then gave her a head shake to dislodge a few more pins. Lady Ascot spoke suddenly. "Do you know what I've always dreaded? The decline of aristocracy," Alice suggested, but Lady Ascot did not acknowledge that joke. She carried on as if Alice had not spoken. "Ugly grandchildren," she said, answering her own question. "But you are lovely." She beamed at Alice's porcelain skin, her lustrous hair, her elfin features. "You're bound to produce little imbeciles." Alice jumped. That wasn't where she expected the sentence to go. But then she realized that Lady Ascot had gotten distracted in the middle of her speech. The aristocrat lady had stopped to glare furiously at an innocent-looking bush of beautiful pearly white roses. The rose bush shook as Lady Ascot tore off one of the roses and peered at it. "The gardeners planted white roses when I specifically asked for red." A glimmer of dream memory tiptoed through Alice's mind. You could always paint the roses red, she offered. Lady Ascot gave her a strange look. What an odd thing to say. She pushed Alice forward again along the neat gravel path. Come along. As they hurried forward, Alice lifted her head. Was that jingling that she heard? It was hard to tell over the incense sound of Lady Ascot's voice. You should know that my son has extremely delicate digestion, she is saying, but Alice missed the rest of the sentence as something large and white darted past them. She whirled around, blinking, but it was gone again. Did you see that? Alice asked. Lady Ascot looked displeased at the interruption. See what? Alice gazed around at the dark leaves and brightly colored flowers of the rose garden. It was a rabbit, I think. She felt a strange prickle along her skin. And I'm going to end it right there. So we're on page 32. So right now, Alice is walking with the queen, her future godmother, and the godmother is trying to basically tell her what Hamish likes, what he doesn't like, blah, 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 blah. Basically giving Alice hints on, you're gonna marry my son. And Alice is in La La Land because she just saw the white rabbit. And if you know, you know, it's about to start getting juicy. So definitely come back to stay tuned. Or go watch the movie and then just listen to my voice. All right, you have a good day.